Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
We have coffee.
Yes, we do. I got not exactly coffee, but
What's yours?
tea.
Oh, I have coffee.
I have tea. I know it's weird. So, let's see, who's with us today?
I don't know yet.
I don't either.
Jeez almighty.
Oh, good morning. Wow. That's pretty.
Hi, my name is Maury Loomis.
So we got a new hotspot, and I'm just telling you about this because I know I brought it up the other day. So anybody who might be wondering about it, we got a new hotspot. I signed up with FMCA, which is Family Motor Coach Association, and I got a hotspot through them. Through, I guess it's through Sprint, and it's pretty awesome. Only unfortunately, I can't just let it replace my old hotspot, which is what I was hoping for. And because the upload speeds are very slow, the download speeds are really fast, and it lets us, stream Netflix and everything else and blah blah blah. But I still have to keep the old hotspot because the upload speeds on that are, they're not wonderful, but they're much faster than this. So I'm still going to have two hotspots, but that's okay.
Okay, good morning to Carla, Chris Stanton, Stan, Little Rascal. Okay,
Hi, Stan.
My mind is not right this morning. And he wants to know how I'm feeling. And the rash is pretty much gone. I didn't have to go to the quick care. We put cortisone cream on it. And
did you even tell anybody about the rash, or?
Yeah, I asked for prayer, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
So pretty much, I think everybody
I thought
knew.
You were just kind of coming in.
Oh, no. No, I think everybody pretty much knew.
Okay.
But for those who didn't know, I somehow acquired a big, flat, itchy rash.
It started out, though, looking like poison ivy.
Yeah.
Which it still could have been.
It could have been.
And it's kind of debatable about how she got it. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But we think it came from the Grand Canyon, and it could have either been my fault, because I was the one that suggested we sit and eat our lunch on this big fallen tree.
Mm-hmm.
So there could have been poison ivy on the tree, except I was sitting on it too, or it could have been the fact that she was making out with trees. I'm sorry, love. You were sniffing trees.
Thank you. Because somebody said that I should.
I didn't say it.
You did.
It was the railroad girl.
Yeah, but then you said, you want to? Let's see if they smell like vanilla. And they didn't. Okay.
I smelled them too, though.
If it was poison ivy, why didn't you get it? And if it was poison ivy, why didn't it go down the back of my legs?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it did
because
a little bit.
Because it was just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
It was mostly on my back, my hips, and around the sides. And it wasn't shingles like somebody was wishing on me.
No, it definitely wasn't shingles.
Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Random Stuff. Chris Oberjohn. Eric, the actor. Gail P. Good morning. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Ada. And we had a very quiet Easter yesterday. We did watch a lot of Easter programs. We watched the Our Savior's Church had, what's his name on again?
Josh McDowell.
Josh McDowell, if anybody knows him, he's the biggest Christian apologetic in the country, really.
Yeah, and he is pretty incredible, actually. He set out to prove that the Bible was not true.
Right.
This was years and years ago. but he wasn't an atheist. What's the other word? Agnostic, where you basically, an atheist doesn't believe in God, but basically like spends their life trying to prove that God doesn't exist. He wasn't that far until he got mixed up with some people who were atheists, and then he took the challenge to kind of prove that the Bible was not true, and he dove in, and I'm telling you, he tears it apart word for word, and he really researched it better than anybody ever before. And he compares it to like the historical works that everybody just accepts today as fact. And I won't go into it too much, but he's pretty incredible. I mean, turns out, he couldn't prove it wrong. Obviously, it's true. But if you ever doubted that, just go listen to this guy.
Or go buy the More Than a Carpenter book.
Yeah, get his books. One of them's called More Than a Carpenter.
Like that, and it's fabulous.
It's just a thin little book. It's an easy read, but it's enough in there, just where it hits the facts. And it says, this is why it's a fact. This is what I researched. This is how it stands up against this, and this. And, any question you could basically ask about it and say, oh, well, what about this? He blows it out of the water. So, pretty amazing.
Good morning to Adventures with Mike, Logan Johnson, and Wally B.
Wally!
Wally! Good morning, Wally. Oh, Ada, great. That's fun. I'm looking forward to it. She's sending us a package today.
Oh, cool.
Chris Stevenson, good morning.
Oh, my nose.
So it's pretty quiet this morning. Robert Benson, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody had a good Easter too. It was a beautiful day here. It was 90, but
it was 100.
We actually did take a walk yesterday, a short one, but still.
Yeah, it was 100 degrees. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I cooked. Here's the funny thing though, it's really dry heat, and it's not dry heat like it makes it difficult to breathe. When we were at the Grand Canyon, that was difficult to breathe. Like, it's funny because if you watch our video at the Grand Canyon, we walk up 48 steps and we're like dead. We can't breathe. We're like ready to give up. And that's funny because you can walk up 48 steps with no problem. But out there, you were at a 7,000 foot elevation, and it was cold. And just walking, like, I had to go from the hotel out to the car to get something, and I don't even remember what, and go back in. Just that short walk, it's like as soon as you stepped outside in that cold at that elevation, my heart felt like it was like going, just like really working hard to pump. It's really strange. So walking up those 48 steps, like, we were just like, oh my God, we got to rest for 6 hours now. It was crazy. But
okay.
I'll go ahead.
Sorry. Logan Johnson said good morning and wants to know if we plan to come to Indiana. Yes, very soon, because we're coming that way.
Yep, we're working our way around.
And I got a new person in here. She's my dear friend from way back in the day, Tanya Wiggin. Good morning.
Hi, dear friend.
Hey, so happy to see you, Tanya. She was our CNA back in the hospital.
Oh, yeah?
Way back in the day when I actually worked.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, and we got to be dear friends. Chris Stevenson said his Easter was boring, but he had a good dinner. Well, that's good. If it's a good dinner, then the rest of the day you can just, if it's a good dinner, then you're good.
It's funny because we didn't really even have Easter dinner. We didn't. I had thought about it a couple days before, and I kept thinking, can I get like some ham, and how could I create an Easter dinner like on the Blackstone? But we just never did it. We had breakfast yesterday, which was delicious, and little miss over here made some deviled eggs, which were delicious.
So we had some sort of celebration. You always make deviled eggs when you're having a celebration of some sort.
Yeah, and then we just kind of chilled all day. And in the evening, I made hot dogs, chili dogs on the Blackstone.
And I didn't even eat last night. I had a roll.
You did? Oh, that's right. You never did have a hot
I had a
dog.
roll and butter.
A roll and butter.
I just,
Easter dinner was a
roll
roll
and
and butter. Did you even have an egg?
I did. I had 2.
Okay.
I had 2 eggs. Yep.
Yeah, we didn't have Saturday night snack and a movie. The Grand Canyon thing was so consuming, and it took so long to get that video edited that I just ran out of time for Saturday night snack and a movie. And then I was like, okay, well, let's do it live, and we'll color Easter eggs. And let me tell you, I went to the Walmart to get a few things and to get stuff to color eggs. Man, it was worse than Christmas in there. I do not get it. The shelves were just ravaged. I mean, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. They didn't even have as much as colored, food coloring, which, now that I think about it, we might actually have food coloring. So we probably still could have done it. But yeah, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to do it. So...
Good morning to Abigail and Craig Corrigan and Kim, Dan Van Leer, Chris Stevenson said he had a roast turkey ranch and bacon sandwich from Arby's. Now that sounds good right now. So the reason I am eating very light is because I have a sore in my mouth that stretches all the way across my lip.
A sore.
Well, it's not it's like when you bite your lip, that's what it is. So it's sore, but it's not a sore, you know what I mean. So I'm trying to keep spicy food out of my mouth for a while until this thing heals. What? So good morning, Tanya. I miss you too, girl. Thinner air up there, Chris Stanton said. Yep, that's true.
It was so crazy. Hold on. Oh, Little's trying to call me.
Aww.
Oh, your friends are here, babe.
What friends?
Min and Jim.
Oh no.
You just said that on live.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm like, oh, we're in the middle of a live, so. Shall I go answer?
If you whatever you think, babe.
All right. Well, you talk.
Tell them we'll walk around to their site later. Something like that. Yeah, Little's trying to call through right now. I'll have to call her back.
All kinds of interruptions.
It must be the time for.
Gone. It must be.
It must be time for visiting for everyone. Anyways, okay, so yeah, back to what I was saying about how hot it was the other day. Yesterday and the past couple of days, it's been in the high 90s. But here, it's really, it's like a really dry heat. It's not dry like Nevada. I've been in Las Vegas, and it was 120. And there, it was like this dry heat where you're just like, it was crazy. It reminds me of SpongeBob when he's out of water. But here, it was 100 degrees yesterday, 99 the 2 days before that, and it was almost really comfortable. It was strange. I mean, you stay out in it too long, you're like, okay, let's get back in the air. But, yeah, strangely, it was a really good feeling. It was not humid. Like, if it were 100 degrees in Ohio, I'd just be sweating buckets. But we walked around the park a little bit, and I was still good. And I even forgot my deodorant, yo.
Whoa. Tell me about our water.
Our water.
Our hot water.
Oh. So before we left for the Grand Canyon, we were going to be gone for 2 days, and I needed to sanitize the water lines in here because I think I mentioned before, we've been having this like rotten egg smell out of the cold water in the bathroom sink. And so the way that you have to sanitize the lines is that you put bleach in like the fresh water tank, and then I poured some down into the gray tank, which is just the drains from the shower and the 2 sinks. and then I poured some into the black tank, which is down through the toilet. And then after you put it into the fresh water tank, then you run some water so that it pulls the bleach water through all the pipes and through the system, and then you can go away for a couple days, let it sit there, and then that works on it, kills anything that's in there. We came back and I had to flush all of that out. So through the process of flushing it all out, I had to run hot water for a while and then cold water for a while through each of the different sinks, and then through the shower. And then she took a shower when it was over, and then a little bit later I went to turn on the hot water and nothing. It was just like the water was completely turned off, and I'm like, where is our hot water? Because we had cold water fine, but no hot water. So apparently it's this little like check valve that somehow I'm going to have to squeeze into this little area and try to access in there on the hot water heater. I ordered 2 of them because I wasn't sure exactly which one it was. Oh, those should be here today, actually, babe. So that's what I'm going to be doing later on today, if they come early enough. Because we both had to take cold showers yesterday.
I was like, I needed to get a shower, really. I did. And the water warms up to a certain degree, but it just lasts about 5 minutes, if that.
Yeah, it like tricks you.
So I just did. I bit the bullet, and I got in there. It was quite refreshing, actually, after I was done.
Yeah, it tricks you. Like, you get in there, and since it's been so hot outside, it has warmed up the water that's been sitting like in the hose, in the pipes and everything. And it tricks you by giving you warm water for a minute, and you're like, oh, cool. So you get all wet, turn it off, get all soaked down, turn it back on, frigid. It was so cold.
Good morning, Chastity Epps, and we are right now in Arizona, Goodyear, Arizona. That's where we are right now. And Ada said they had corn casserole, deviled eggs, macaroni, more stuff that I can't remember. Good morning, Jana. Yeah, Ada said a lot of stuff happening right now. Marion's friends, Little's calling, and then I just got a phone call from somebody. I didn't recognize the name, but...
Did you see him out there, by the way?
No. I sent her a message.
Oh,
I told her we were not ignoring them. We just are doing a live. And
okay. And Court, if you're watching, tell Little I'll call her back.
Tabitha, good morning. We did have a very quiet day. Ethanator, good morning, Nate and Marion. Hit the thumbs up button, everybody. Yes.
Oh my gosh, guys. We are less than 300 subs away from 100,000 on the Nate Guy channel. Can you believe that crap? So if you're not subscribed, go over there and subscribe. Even if you don't like the channel, just do it for me.
Yes. Good morning, W&L Review, Whitney and Leslie. Good morning, good morning. We had a good Sunday. Instead of bleach. Bleach scares me. I know, and we do have some Celluguard, but it's the wipes. So we may be able to put that down the tanks instead of bleach.
Yeah. I think we've got it all out now. I mean, I've been running it through. You know, I switch it over to the freshwater tank and then just let it run and run and run. So that way it pulls it all out of there, fill it back up, do it again, and, you know.
Gianna, yes, we have been watching the Chosen. We finished up the first season on Saturday, and we're going to watch the first season, the first installment, probably tonight.
Yeah,
today.
the first episode is like over an hour and a half or something, or at least the presentation was. I think they may have did it live on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Because when I looked it up on YouTube, it was like an hour and 38 minutes long. So I'm excited to watch it, though.
Yeah,
if you
me
haven't
too.
seen The Chosen, you gotta watch it. It's awesome.
It's good. Big Daddy Groove. Good morning, Nate and Marion. You guys are awesome. Big Daddy Groove. Isn't that a singer? That's a Christian singer, I think.
Big Daddy Groove? I don't know about that one.
I think so. I don't know if that's him or not, but that would be cool if it was. Big Daddy Groove. You can handle our dry Texas heat all day long, but on the humid days, I'm a wuss. That's from Tabitha. And Abigail is still laughing that you think that doll was a voodoo doll.
A voodoo doll. That's hilarious.
That was a little old-fashioned farmer doll. Farmer girl.
Okay, what did Chrissy say about The Chosen?
Yes, The Chosen live premiere of season 2 is long because there was talk at the beginning and the end.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
It's funny because some of the episodes, they're not consistent with how long the episodes are. Like the one, Jesus Loves the Little Children, that was like 27 minutes long or something. It was so short it was over before you even knew it. But then there's other ones that are much longer.
Oh, it's Big Daddy Weave.
Big Daddy Weave.
Oh, and that message is being held for review. Excuse me.
What?
It's being held for review. Because the
Oh.
word Christian is in it, I think.
Let me see.
Jeez.
Yeah, but maybe, oh, okay. That might have been
Oh, okay.
Chrissy's doing because she wasn't sure, but because she's a moderator, remember? So.
Holy moly. Leslie and Whitney said that's about the subscribers. That's awesome. Mac Fame Fun, that is Malia, I believe, at work, so she cannot watch it, but will watch the replay later. Sherry Castle, good morning. I'm Abigail's mother and just started watching you. Welcome, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. We always love having families watch us. Because we're a family show.
That's right.
We are. Oh, Len is on. Good morning, Len.
Morning, Lenny. I assume Simone is on there too.
Oh. Margaret Allison said, oops, Easter egg, and inside was a note about your extended warranty. Yeah, we're still getting those calls. No matter how many times I, block them, they just use another number.
Yep.
So we didn't do much of anything, Robert, for Easter. We just kind of hung out because it was 90 degrees out. And Mr. Nate had to work on a video. And what did I do? I watched some movies, I think. And
You watched something. Downton Abbey or something?
I watched Downton Abbey for the 99th time.
It's funny when she's watching shows like that, because I know she's seen them 100 times, but I hear her over here going, no, the whole time, as if it's the first time ever.
I know.
You're hilarious.
I think I've watched it like 8 times.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's new to me. I give it a few weeks, maybe a few months, and then I'll go back and start over again.
Well, I mean, I watched the same movies over, and I don't know how many times I've seen Back to the Future. Or like Joe Dirt. I've seen Joe Dirt about 1 million times. What was that? Nothing. I see the comments pop up here, but...
Len said, nope, she's filming a new video, as am I. I don't know. Oh, he must be talking about maybe his wife.
Yeah, some of
Yeah. So everybody's loving the postcards, so I'm glad of that. I'm glad you're receiving them. Thank you for letting us know.
I think my kids only got like half the postcards I've sent them. I think they got the ones I sent them from... What are you thinking? Don't you even. How dare you?
When's the last time you sent your kids postcards?
Yeah, but they still only got half of them.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Did you ever watch the YouTuber Omar Gosh?
Yep.
He's pretty spooky entertaining.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I used to watch a lot of his stuff, when he'd go dumpster diving and stuff like that, some of his abandoned stuff.
Jana and Ada, I have your addresses. If I don't, please send them to me again in my email. Because if I didn't send you one, it means I didn't have your address. So I will definitely send. I got more lovely postcards from the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, you keep calling it the Grand Union.
I know.
Look at this. There is such a delay in the actual, like, look, I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And watch how long it takes for it to show up on there. It's literally like 5 minutes.
Has anybody ever shopped at the Grand Union? This was a supermarket back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s. And I keep wanting to say Grand Union instead of Grand Canyon.
Grand Union.
Nate, what size is the Blackstone? I want one for my house.
Mine is a 22-inch, and it's perfect. I've seen, I mean, of course, if you live in a house and you're not going to be going anywhere else, I mean, depends on how many people you're cooking for, but some of the bigger ones are awesome. So if I was living in a house, I'd probably go for an even bigger one. But like for what we do, living in the RV, 22-inch is perfect. I can't imagine having a smaller one.
I think Patrick's was 17.
Yeah, Patrick's was even smaller. But I love ours. It's a 22-inch. Mm-hmm. It's perfect size. I can make like 6 to 8 hamburgers or sausage on one side and bacon on the other side. And it's perfect for when I make like the fajitas. Because I fill the one side completely with the vegetables and the other side completely with chicken. And then after they cook for a little while, I mix them all together. And oh, it's perfect.
So this is what I'm reading, people. Has anybody read that book yet? To Kill a Mockingbird?
Come on, Scout.
I haven't. I mean, I guess we were supposed to read it in high school, but I never did. But it is so good. But it has nothing to do with killing a mockingbird.
A mockingbird.
A mockingbird. I don't get it.
Yeah, I can't remember why it was titled To Kill a Mockingbird. My mom could tell you that in a split second, but yeah, I think I read it also years and years ago, but I've seen the movie several times.
Yes, Kim, that's what we called it too, the Grand Onion. And Christina said the stream keeps lagging for me, but I'm guessing it's my work internet. And Len said mine's 22-inch, and that's perfect for me, going in my head. That's what she said. I'm not
22-inch, yeah. Yeah, the 22-inch it's the perfect size.
Mm-hmm. Stanton's Journey, Chris said he read it in school. And Whitney and Leslie read it in school. And who is here from Ohio? Type Ohio if you are. So, yeah. What else are we talking about today?
Well, speaking of Ohio, I see that Ohio is still having Ohio weather, as usual. Because somebody posted the other day that it was snowing. I mean, it just posted a picture, and it was snowing like a big flakes. And then, like a day later, my mom said it was 70. And then it was back to snow. And then I saw pictures of the littles yesterday on this big inflatable thing with water. You fill it up with water and slide down into the pool of water.
Oh my gosh.
That's typical Ohio weather.
Crazy. There was 4 seasons in a week, as usual. Okay, so we got Stan. We've got Chris Stanton. We've got Kim, Cheap Laugh Kennedy, Kim, and Jana. So we've got a few people in Ohio that we're gonna visit.
Okay.
It's gonna visit us. Oh, Mike Darnell. Hi. Hi, Mike. That's Ohio for you.
I cannot wait to get back around to tapping. I mean, I talk about tapping all the time, but I can't wait for you to see it.
I know.
In person. It's just so awesome.
Me too.
I cannot over how you just walk through the park and everybody has a fire going,
Mm-hmm.
and you just see these streams of smoke. You guys have probably saw the videos from when I was there. Streams of smoke going up from everywhere, and you can smell every different kind of wood that people are burning. Because some places have rules, you have to use a certain kind of wood, but Tappan does not have rules like that. You bring in your own wood, and oh, it smells so good. It's so awesome.
Well, when we get to Michigan too, we're going to what's the name of that campground again? I worked. I can't even remember it.
I can't remember what it's called right offhand.
Yeah, me either. But we're gonna have fires there too.
Something lake.
Lakes. Oh my God, I cannot believe I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, we're gonna have
Spalding.
fires there. Spalding Lakes. Spalding Lakes.
Yep.
I used water ski on Tappan Lake. So fun. Yep. Okay. Let's get our little reader out. I don't see Garrett here today.
Ugh.
I hope everything's okay with him. Garrett Jarrett Banks.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy is Burks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
Ed, and Eddie. I see that one. I don't know what that's in response to, but...
All right, we're going to read today, April 5th. Jesus Christ came into the world to save sinners. 1 Timothy 1:15. And it's by Anne Graham Lotz. God designed and created you because he loves you, but you drifted into the currents of sin and were swept from him into the world. He worked for years making the necessary arrangements to buy you back. Finally, everything was ready. The purchase price he counted out was not nickels and dimes and quarters. It was the blood of his own dear son. As he strode victoriously out of the womb on the tomb. Oh my God! As he strode victoriously out of the tomb on Easter morning, you could almost feel him hugging you to himself, whispering triumphantly, "You are twice mine. I made you at creation. Now I bought you at Calvary." There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's today. Amen. Okay, Tabitha. Nate, I'll bet Marion officially fell in love with you after seeing you do all those cannonballs in Tappan Lake.
That could be.
I think that I fell before that. And I was already invested.
Were you now?
Yeah, pretty sure.
So the cannonballs didn't change your mind then?
Nope. Amanda Maestas, good morning to you both. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, everybody. Yes. Thank you.
You know, I gotta say, it's funny to me that... It's not funny, it's kind of amazing to me that out of all the swimming videos I've done, because I've done probably... I mean, I don't know, out of thousands of videos I've done, I've probably done 5 or 6 swimming videos doing cannonballs, and I've never got hate for being fat. You know, I mean, it's, I don't know, that's kind of amazing to me.
Because everybody loves you.
I mean, I mean, it is pretty funny to see those videos. But even when I was at, what's that park? The park in New Philadelphia, going off the high dive, doing cannonballs off the high dive. That was hilarious and fun. But, and it's always like when you're filming that and you're out in public doing this, you're like, oh my God, am I really doing this? But it was fun. And one of my favorites ever, if you guys haven't seen it, I'll share the link on the Facebook channel because I can't remember what it's called. But it was when I went to pick up my son from college. He was done in college. I drove out there to Pittsburgh to pick him up. And they had a swimming pool right there at the dorm outside. And I insisted that my son jump in the pool with me with our clothes on. And so we jumped in the pool, and then we ended up, like, you know, swimming and doing cannonballs and all kinds of stuff. And we're, like, jumping up doing karate kicks into the pool. And it's just so funny because I'm so chubby. And when I do these kicks, like you watch them in slow motion, and you can just see my chub going. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Sorry, babe.
that's okay. W&L Review says, have a wonderful day. You too, Whitney and Leslie. Take good care. Cannonball, Tuscarora Park in New Philadelphia. Little rascal. I remember the video where you were at your daughter's house. I believe it was there. Doing cannonballs a few years back. That's from Len.
I don't even remember. It's been several of them.
Tabitha says, because we love that you do not care what people think. You're confident and that makes you awesome. Yes, that's correct. That's the one I meant. Gregory J. Garrett. Hi guys, I missed there being no morning shows last week. We had a morning show last week.
Just on Monday.
Just Monday.
I think people are still getting used to it only being on Mondays.
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately, that's just what's best for the channel, because I have to analyze this stuff constantly, everything that I'm doing on these channels, because the way that YouTube's algorithm handles them and stuff. And just changing from doing daily morning shows to doing like basically daily vlogging, there's a huge increase in the channel. Because if YouTube doesn't like what you're doing, they just kind of go, forget this guy, we'll move on to the next. You know, and doing this for a living, you can't let them do that. So.
All right. Anything else, anybody? Yeah, we go way back, Nate. Have a good day, Jacob Eggleton. Yes, you too, Jacob. I think it's time to wrap it up. What do you think?
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up then.
All right.
Wherever you're waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day.
Do something for somebody else, pay it forward, and let's make this world a better place.
We will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Reese Pieces.
And anybody who wants a postcard, send me your address. Bye, guys.
Pieces. Reese's Pieces with mallow cups.